support, some areas that were rock solid we seem to be consistent on. We link all the corners together, it's feeling good, and we'll just start kind of building the speed. I'll keep coaching, helping you out where I can, but again, you're trying to set a good foundation for the rest of the day. Make it feel good, start on a good line, just make sure we're using all our space, hitting all our apexes. Go ahead, we can all hit start recording on our PDR. We're going to be watching these videos a little later, so it sucks when you have nothing to watch. So just make sure you see that counting away. Alright, let's go ahead and put them in the manual mode. We'll be in, like I said, we'll start rolling here. It starts with a big breath. Let's go have some fun. We're going to take a good, just moderately paced warm-up lap all together, and then we'll kind of building off that. So, make this first lap a little slower pace, get your eyes moving, get the blood flowing again, start thinking about where you need to be looking. Getting comfortable with where our car is touching certain parts of the asphalt. Using these reference points, making sure we're floating out to middle, looking to the number 1 board. I'm not slowing down all that much, but I still want to be braking before my corners, practicing that balance, practicing that good muscle memory, unwinding out, getting up to 4th gear. Looking for that gap in those water tankers. Eyes up to my far turn-in cone. Light brake to balance. Again, keep an easy speed. Relax, don't force it, don't fight it. This turn 5, just about getting it slowed, carrying some momentum. And there's a moment, maybe a touch of throttle to keep your speed, but really coming all the way off the gas pedal before the apex, letting the car rotate in, and point you up for the exit. Exit's what's important. The line goes away, we're braking, looking left, just trying to get down to the inside. I want to feel your tire kissing that curbing right as you're coming past the orange cone. Looking back to the right, braking to balance, setting up the apex here on the left. And up. Lots of curbing in turn 10, so I'd tell you turn in just the tiniest bit sooner there, Scott, just so we come at speed. It's a fast approach, it's easy to kind of come in a little too late for that corner. But alright, let's get down to turn 1, we'll start building up. As we brake, we should all be back down in 3rd gear. Your line's looking good, we shouldn't need to change anything, just building a little momentum each lap. Breathing off the throttle as you turn into the throttle. Whoa there, Tom. Wrong zip code. Get those eyes up. Here comes the corner. Don't chase. Don't fixate on the car ahead of you. Get to your turn in, look to your apex, then your hands move. Patient with throttle. Start curving it in here. You see how long my taillights stay on there, Scott? Just dragging in the nose. Because I can see asphalt between your tire and that blue and white paint, which means we're missing it. So tighter. You're trying to set up so wide to square up the edge. Take your time. Up to 4th gear. Need a light brake to balance. Start turning down to the inside. Squeezing that throttle up to 5th. Look at the number 1, faster gone so far. Downshift into 4th. And again, work at the inside and get a little tighter here. Wait for the throttle. You'll feel the systems come in. Turn one's off camber. That's why it's called ego check. You just gotta be patient. Headlights to turn in, look right. Point the car straight down the drop. You're still super wide there, Tom. We'll get you behind me in a second. We'll take a look at it. Make sure we get the fifth. But that drop will bite you if you keep pushing it. Just a little early throttle there, Scott. Turn 5 at the late apex. Same thing here. Just don't worry about the gas pedal. Give me a little more steering. Get tighter to the curb. There you go. Better. Now look how quick we can set up for the right. Now we're already in middle. We're making the line straighter through those S's, which lets you accelerate a little harder. Letting it fade out the state white line up to fifth. Burner brakes down to fourth. And across the track. Get a little redemption. Just be patient. Wait for the throttle until the curving starts. Then commit to full. Breathe off the throttle. Let it settle. And accelerate. I'm going to talk you through this turn 5 here. Your entry isn't bad, but then don't touch the gas. Fully lift off that throttle, all the way off, all the way off, all the way off, full throttle. Then you feel all that fight go away. We'll keep playing with the momentum coming through it, but you just got to get that last little bit of rotation so you can drive off the corner. That's the goal. In third gears of that section, and so we're pretty high in the RPMs. You just got to be a little softer with the throttle, kind of dance with the pedal a little more. Don't fight it too hard. Lighter for longer, focusing on the inside. Still having that same wiggle. Get tighter into that turn 1. The inside of the corner is flat, and you're leaving about 5 feet to the dirt, so you're kind of going off where kind of crown starts to drop away. Alright, I'm going to start slowing up here just a touch. As we come over 4, still finish the corner. We're going fast enough, still unwind all the way out, and then we'll do our first rotation here, all the way over to the right. So Tom, I'm slowing down a little bit. Sally, realize we're a little slow too. Alright, nice job there, Scott. Good start to the morning. We just get right back into it. So, for all you guys here, just towards the slow speed, look at how much it takes to get your tire to the curbing in 5. But that's the only thing pointing you up and out. Same thing. 6 is called patience for a reason. Just gotta be patient. Let the apex come to you. You're getting wide. Light brakes. Turn it in, apex left, accelerating off the corner. Just 3 feet off the apex, Tom. I need more steering. Twist those arms. Even if you didn't go any faster the whole day, if you just go a shorter distance, your lap time will drop dramatically. But to the apex, the only thing that matters. Good. Same thing, it's just about the inside of this corner. Flatten it out to middle, braking firm. Then we're going to look at this drop here, Tommy and you. First of all, it's third gear only. We never, ever, ever use second. But it's just about squaring it up. Take your time. There's 2 apex cones. Don't Fixate on my bumper here, Tom. Relax. Let the corners come to you. Feel like having to add steering at that exit curbing? Because we're not done turning in the middle of the corner yet. Before you crack the throttle, turn tighter. Nope. Look left, turn in, hit the apex. Nope. Look right, turn in, put your tire in that blue and white paint. If we can't hit it at 40, we're sure you're not going to hit it at 60. Look in, take a big breath, reset. That's perfect. Looking across left, turn in. We should be in 4th gear at the curbing. Now throttle out. Brake, we should be in 3rd gear. Turn your head. Breathe off the throttle. Turn it in. Straight down. And then here, there's a turning cone out here. Now tuck down. And then there's 2 apex cones. Get on both. And then you see how we have all that space on the left? Because we're coming out straighter, so that's what I'm looking for. Same thing in 5. It's just a long corner. Gotta completely come off the gas. I'm just coasting here. My pedal's on the carpet. Now coming out. Hold this white line. Start looking left. Turn your head. I can see your helmet looking at my bumper. Turn your head. 4 feet off. Turn right. On the paint. 3 feet off. Look left. Turn your head. That's better. Do it again in 9. Look right. Just add more steering. Now be full throttle and feel the difference. Good brake balance. Nail the apex. Firm initial brake. Now we got a good run. Looking across. That's all we need. Take a second, get our line, and then we run down the other group. That's a good problem to have. But it starts with getting here. There's 5 feet of blue and white curbing, so if you miss it, you're 6 feet off the corner. Just tighten up. Everywhere you're aiming for needs to get closer. That's perfect. Do it again, looking across. Just wait, wait, wait. Accelerate. We're going to slow way down, and we're going to do our rotation as well. That car is about parked on your right. You can head over to the right. I want to get Sally behind me for a couple. Tom, your speed's there. You've got car control. It's not that you're all over the place. But every time you miss an apex, you're making the turn just so much harder. You're going to just plateau. So there's nothing wrong with feeling out. There's nothing wrong with one mistake. But when you feel that same corner bite you over and over, the car is what it is. You can't change it, but you can change what we ask of it. So when you're turning well at the speed you're cornering, that steering is heavy, but that's the grip. That's that wheel loaded. That's friction. That's great. Push through it. Aim at your apex. Have a point you're going to touch. Because if you turn and hit your apex with no slide, you know that speed's good and you can add more speed next time. You're confident. If we go through a corner and you miss the apex and it doesn't slide, nothing happens. We're not learning. So you're going fast enough. This stuff matters. I'm going to start going here. Alright. We'll hit this apex at 6 here, Sally, then we'll start building up. Again, patient throttle. The later the apex, the sooner we come in for 7. Brake balance, looking in for 8. Eyes over to turn 9 already. Accelerating to firm braking, turning your head. Just a light brake, slow steering to the apex of 10, and then just squeeze your foot down. Setting up turn 2. It's pretty fast steering to get down on the stain. There's a lot of curbing in there. There you go, Sally. Just breathe off the throttle. Square up the drop. Back to full. Tight brake. Be dragging those taillights. Looking down to the house at the end of the straightaway. Hell yeah. Go. Fast as going so far, so brake harder than ever. Get close. So Tom, Rich just called you out.
Yeah.
Your Apex is 4. We got it on drone. We'll show you in the classroom. Do not try and chase the group. Work on your line. Hit your marks. It's the only way to get faster. Keep pushing it. I'm telling you. Tom, we keep hearing second gear. Sally, I tell you, turn, maybe not even later for turn 2, but slow down here, unwind. Turn 2 has a lot of banking, so you can kind of hold that exit as you're accelerating, so we're not running too wide too soon. And then right here, entrance is good, just don't touch the gas, don't touch the gas, don't touch the gas. Now full throttle. Because you see this gap I can suddenly pull? You hold me pretty good, but I'm getting to the apex sooner, and you're missing the paint. Tighten it up. There you go, looking back right. Brush the brake, what's next? Turn that head first, get the car to rotate, back to throttle, looking across. Good through one here, Sally. Same to you, Scott. And then again, turn 2. Apex is good, but hold the steering a little bit longer. Don't open it all the way up. Try and be parallel to the edge. There you go, good. Alright, couple more corners. Hit this apex here with me, Sally. Your entrance is good. Off the brake, brush throttle, and fully lift. And now touch this cone. Turn in, turn in, turn in. Back to power. So, good apex, but now we need to unwind. That's the reward of the apex, to get us straightened out and get to full throttle. As we come into 5 here, we're going to start cooling down. We'll take a nice full lap before we exit. Alrighty. So, yeah, just real quick. Again, this turn 2, if you look at it, you can see how banked that thing is. Banking gives you more grip. It allows you to accelerate a little harder sooner, but just means hold the steering a little longer for us. I want to be parallel to the white line, because this corner's coming right up. I don't want to set up too far out. We can just leave them in 5th gear, 4th gear, so just let some air flowing over the car. Again, we're doing a really nice job. The problem with what we're doing is my PDR showing we ran a minute and 23 seconds. That is 1 second slower than the demo lap video that we have played for in the classroom. Which means if we want to run demo lap pace, you need to find 1/10 of a second in each of the corners. a blink. That's all we're looking for. It's not much. It's not going to be some dramatic gear change, wrong side of the track, this, that, and the other. It's going to be a few inches here or there. So the first part is relax. Don't force it. Don't fight it. We have the speed. That's not our problem. It's proximity. I want to be nervous. There's going to be orange paint on my car because I'm getting so close. If you shave off a foot times 10 corners, well, there's a car length. There's your tenth of a second. You know, it's that kind of stuff is what we need to look at. We're going to be hard on you guys because you're you three. This is our fast group. We've got the best time of the class so far. That's a great problem to have. But it means to get faster, it's small margins. At the minimum, feel good. You're driving the car well. But the moment you start to work too hard, the moment you're fighting it, overthinking it, getting frustrated, you're just going to plateau. And a minute 23 is respectable, but this time forever, this car's got a lot more. Without working that hard, it's just taking our time. We're going to get back to the building. I'll talk to each of you a little bit. If you have any questions or something I wasn't being clear on, we'll kind of go through it. Because like I said, we did a great job, but we got a lot more driving today. We're going to get more grip. The tires are going to wear out. You're going to get more fatigued. You know, circumstances are going to keep changing. So when something's off, we need to be a lot more proactive at these speeds to make sure we're figuring it out a lot sooner, so we can keep driving the whole day and not have, you know, that early off and early end of the day. Make sure we hit stop recording on our PDRs. We are going to watch these